Hi, I've been using small motors with relatively high kV for small quads, and I have been pretty um, annoyed by the use of a prop saver, like in this case. This is a Tiger motor 802204-21. So is you can see here label is 1800 kV motor, and now I want to use this motor for a larger quad, my Hexacopter. So and I don't like at all to use prop savers like many of these small motors come with, because, well, first of all, you can see that it's not that hard. Even change. I have several O-rings. I have tried several, but none of them actually really avoid that you can essentially move it. This makes me feel like I'm not exploiting the motor as well as I could, because this is a relatively high efficiency motor. You can see the specs in the link below in the description. But the point is that this is prop savers. I don't want to use them. Also, the obvious most important issue is that the O-rings age, especially with cold temperatures, or also I had to sand the edges of the APC props because they were very sharp. So this can break. I have broke a couple of O-rings already. Luckily for me, I was not flying. I was on the ground. So how can we upgrade this type of motors that you might have to be able to use proper propeller adapter like this one? This is a propeller adapter for a 3mm axle, and it, as you can see, yeah, you can use any APC or other props, of course, with a proper insert. That many APC props come with several inserts, or you can buy them separately. But the point is that this is much more safe, and yeah, and I have been using this in other motors that came with a proper axle, let's say, but I want to use this in this one. So I was thinking, well, should I change the axle, right? So I have been checking in the catalog of the shop where I used to buy my component for RC, and I thought, okay, let's try to find out an axle that I can use. So I bought a couple of axles. So I just one unit of each to try. Tiger axle and Emax axles. The obvious first thing you have to check is that has the proper diameter. In this case, has a 3mm diameter axle, and it's very easy to remove. So you just untighten the screws of where the O-rings pass, and then these screws are also pressing into the axle. So now it's just a matter of putting the upper the rotating part of the motor out, okay, and then in this case you just put the axle out. So if I find an axle that is 3mm diameter and is longer than this one, and obviously it must have this increase in diameter to avoid that the axle leaves, or you can use a E-ring system. So I bought several axles with 3mm diameter, and I found out that this one, which is from an Emax 2215 Heli, it's working very good, and it's what I need. The only thing I have to do with this, as you will see later, is to cut this extra part here, or have a hole in the arm of the quadcopter or hexacopter so that the axle can go out. I will personally cut it. This shouldn't be a problem, and it will not affect the rest of the axle, in the sense that this surface should be unscratched and properly. Yeah, be careful if you cut when you cut this type of axles, because if you, depending on how you hold the axle in the other side, you might bend it a bit or whatever. And this is important that it's straight for the bearings. So anyway, in this case, it's as easy as putting the axle in, putting back the upper half of the motor where the magnets are, tighten the screws, and now this is working perfectly. And now we can use a proper propeller adapter with a nut, and this is much more safe, and it also allows to use APC props. I had many issues using the short axle with APC. So this I just wanted to show you that if you have prop savers with O-rings and you want to upgrade, let's say, to a safer configuration, check your motor, and it might most likely be that you can remove the axle easily. Then you find an axle with the same diameter, and you can. They are not that expensive, so yeah, you can buy 2 or 3 different and see which one is working, and then buy the rest for your multicopter. That's what I did, and I just ordered the other 5 for my XM. And then in this case, if you are lucky, you will not have a lot of extra axle here, but if you do, you just cut here with a saw or a Dremel or something. So I hope this helps to some of you, and it definitely helped me a lot. And now I'm happy to use this in my hexacopter. I was even going to change the motor just because of the prop savers. So post your comments, like and share, and I see you next time.